come out and perform for everybody on my last day at the Quest, and also my family and things like that. But I was just determined to win, get our team to win, and keep our streak going and things like that.
That streak was pretty important. Was that something you guys talked about?
Yeah, it's Creighton basketball. We always talk about streaks and also, getting back on the winning track. So going in the game, we really wanted to come out and get the win.
Justin, which streak? Are you talking about the 10-win streak? There's a lot of them on the line.
Yes, I was talking about the conference 10 streak.
Of the things that were at stake today, does that one have considerable importance to you guys winning 10 games in the Valley?
We're just trying to take one step at a time, one game at a time, and that's what we did. We talked about it, getting a win. We came out, tried to play hard, and get the win.
Cavel there for a while in the second half. Teams are going back and forth, scoring a lot. Did that remind you a little bit of the game 2 years ago when you guys were both over 100?
In a way, yeah. But I think we settled down and got some stops. Really, I think we fought the picks good in the second half. Got the rebound. We won the rebound battle. So overall, I think at the end, defensively, we did a good job.
Speaking of streaks, you guys have now won 3 in a row for the first time all season. What does that do for your confidence coming into the Valley tournament?
I think it's a big confidence builder. Going in the conference tournament high is a key. It's not really who got the highest seed, who's the best team, it's who can catch fire at the right time. So I think winning 3 games gives us confidence big time to go in there and cause some damage.
Chad, was it sort of, I don't know, appropriate that an injury kept you out of this game today?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's only fitting. That's kind of like, when it happened, Wayne and I were going after a loose ball, and he kind of got tripped up and fell on me, and I fell really awkwardly, and my ankle was caught underneath the body, but on my way down, it was like slow motion. Like, I distinctly remember going to the ground and just being like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And, I mean, I'm real bummed out that I didn't get the opportunity to play today. Whatever, that would have consisted of, who knows. Not really a concern of mine, to be honest, but to actually participate in the game would have been phenomenal. But still, nonetheless, I'm glad we won. It made it a lot easier. And I'm just real glad that, that I finished here, and we have secured the 10 conference wins. And as long as we continue to play hard and play well, the other streaks are within reach. So that means a lot to us.
Do you feel like this team has turned a corner? I mean, you guys won 3 straight games. You're heading into a tournament that Creighton's played very well in historically.
I feel like we're making moves in the right direction. I feel like we've done so a few times in the past, and then there's always been a lapse. But definitely, 3-game win streak, first time of the year, that's big. We're starting to hit shots a little better, which is big. That's something we've lacked doing, earlier in the season. If we can just, play a little bit better defense, not maybe necessarily. I mean, they're a good free throw shooting team. Put them on the line a bunch. If you eliminate that, the game maybe is not as close as it was. But I definitely do think we're starting to, the gears are starting to click, and we're starting to move in the right direction. So hopefully that'll continue in St. Louis.
Chad, are you healthy enough where you think Friday is realistic for you?
I mean, I was just told in the locker room that it better be realistic for me. So. But yeah, no, I don't. My ankle isn't as bad as when I hurt my ankle a year ago. It was unrealistic to play today. It's less than 36 hours ago that I really hurt my ankle. And I mean, out of with bravado, I maybe could have played today for the 5 minutes that I may have been called on, but I think it would have set me back further. And whatever role it is I have on this team, it is somewhat of an important role that we could use and could be a meaningful contributor in St. Louis. And we just got to be careful of foul trouble. Today we got a little foul trouble inside, and we're super thin inside. So it's going to be important that I get back on the floor.
You're something. You're going to play the same team again next Friday. You're something that they have to think about in addition that they didn't get to see today. Is that?
I don't think they're going to think about me too much, but I mean, I do change up the way that they're going to come off ball screens, the way they're going to enter the ball in the post. There's a lot of things that I do that from maybe from a scheming standpoint that their coach is going to have to analyze and think about for whatever minutes it is that I play on the floor. So in that aspect, you're absolutely correct. But I mean, as far as preparing for me, I mean, I doubt there's a lot that they change as far as individually.
Can you you give us a quick preview? Is it advantage, disadvantage to play them so quickly again?
I mean, I don't think it'd be a disadvantage at all. Now, everybody's fresh in our minds. It's not like we gotta, rethink everybody that, we've played through and what their tendencies are. I mean, we had a real good look at what some of their guys are really capable of doing today. And so, especially with Brown, who, really got it going against us, that's gonna be a motivational tactic for us. And the next week of practice to be like, well, we can't let them do that again. So I think it's definitely not a disadvantage to play them again so soon, but it's also at the same end, they have the same advantages that we have of just playing us. So, it's going to be a good battle for sure.
Justin, is that experience in Orlando, despite the result down there, going to be pretty helpful for this team, do you think, next week?
I think, yeah, we played some pretty good teams down there, but the experience-wise we wasn't as a team that we is now. I think we took a couple steps from Orlando these last couple games and these last couple weeks on the defensive end and knocking down shots and free throws and things like that. So we just trying to go in as a different tournament and keeping together, staying together, and still knocking down those shots and playing Creighton basketball.
Can you put your finger on why the shots have been falling lately as opposed to earlier in the season? Either of you.
We've been getting extra shots up, a little bit more focused, a little bit more comfort level, and a little sense of urgency. I think as being a senior, coach enforces things for us to come out and get everybody ready and focus. So, Vel puts countless hours in shooting the rock, so I think, it kind of wears off on everybody.
Hey, Cavel, you're scoreless in the first half, but you hit a really big shot when Bradley pulled the 4. I think it was 66-62. You just want to talk about your mentality as a scorer at that stage of the game when they were coming back?
Basically, I just try to be ready to shoot every chance I get. Like you said, if you want to score, you got to put in the hours to be a scorer. So I put in the countless hours, like Jay said, stay in the gym. So by me getting that shot, I think it was just, wearing off from me just being in the gym all the time.
Justin, this is the second time that you jumped on Bradley early, and both times you never trailed all year. What do you think has kind of led to that, and how much do you think that's kind of been a factor in how the games ended up playing out?
Starting any game with a little streak and also a little run also gets our confidence going at any team. And just starting on Bradley, it's not nothing on Bradley, but it's just we just had open shots and knocked them down. But knowing that we were up early, 10, 11, we knowing they're gonna make a run. So we just tried to maintain our run and get stops and things like that. So I think jumping on them early helped us late in the game.